Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video on my favourite YouTubers and people that I love to watch on YouTube and that kind of inspire me to make the kind of content that I make so that you can discover them too, because there are so many great YouTubers out there. Big YouTubers that you probably will have heard of, and then smaller YouTubers with smaller followings that you might not have discovered yet and you might be able to follow if you like that kind of content too. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. So the first YouTuber, and she's probably my number one, the reason that I started YouTube in the first place, and that is Emily Norris. So Emily Norris is a mum of three. She is Canadian, but she lives in Essex now. She makes mum videos, hack videos, cleaning videos, routine videos. She is amazing, and she's basically the reason that I got into YouTube, because she did a video about getting started on YouTube, and that was exactly what she said: just get started. If you don't have a camera or you're waiting for that kind of setup, don't bother, just literally get started. And that's exactly what I did, and that's why my first pregnancy update videos I filmed on my iPhone in my bedroom somewhere, and I literally didn't even edit them, I just uploaded them to YouTube. And then slowly I've kind of taught myself how to edit. She's just a really helpful, down-to-earth mum. So if you've not checked out her channel yet, I will link it down below. Next YouTuber that I'm absolutely loving at the moment is Fleur De Force. So the reason I love Fleur De Force is because I'm kind of following her life pattern. So when she was engaged and getting married, and she started the Bride De Force channel, I was engaged and getting married, and now she's recently had a baby. I think she had River in December and I had Finn in February. So we've had a baby around the same time. So her content has really matched what I've been interested in. She's primarily a beauty blogger, and that's where she kind of started off in the YouTube space. But she has since gone on to make all different kinds of content. She films vlogs, she does baby content, essentials. She is a bit of an aspirational blogger in that she lives in a lovely house and she is a full-time YouTuber, so she very often gets to go on luxurious brand trips to Paris or LA. And then that can sometimes be a little bit unrelatable to an audience, but Fleur never makes it feel that way. Like, she's very down to earth, she's very transparent about when she's working with brands, which is so important. I think that her mix of content is a really lovely mix. It's not just all parenting, it does have that beauty aspect as well, which kind of mixes it up a little bit. I think she uploads 3 times a week, and that is really important sometimes. Like, you can get bloggers that go weeks and months without uploading, which I will mention later on in the people that I'm not loving so much. She's been on YouTube, must be about 10 years now, and she keeps coming up with these original ideas, and I really appreciate that. So Fleur De Force, I will link her down below. Next up is Anna Ciccone-Jolie. So I have an absolute love of Anna herself. I'm not a massive fan of the vlog channel because her husband's voice kind of grates on me a little bit. I'm going to say it. It does. But I love her. And what I love about her is that she is down to earth, she's relatable, she does have this big house again, and she's a professional YouTuber. But I followed Anna's pregnancy journey in terms of her pregnancy updates, as I was week by week. She would do week by week updates when she was pregnant. She has 4 children, so she's done quite a lot of series of those. And I also found really useful the pre and postnatal exercise videos that she has done with her trainer. So she has a first, second and third trimester workout on her channel that I literally did 3 times a week when I was pregnant with Finn, and it really helped me keep on top of my fitness. She does What I Ate Wednesday, which I absolutely love. I just find it so interesting. It just gives you a real insight into her day-to-day life. If you were into that kind of thing, check Anna Ciccone-Jolie. And if you like her daily vlogs, they also have a daily vlog channel too, which I will also link down below. Next up is a recently discovered one, and that is because her content has kind of just become relevant to me, and that is Carly Marina. So Carly Marina is a massive YouTube/Instagram model. She's a fitness model, she is a fitness expert, she's a personal trainer, and that's kind of what she's done all along, but she has recently become a mummy. Started making the kind of content that I want to see, basically. She started to do evening routines, she's done a breastfeeding journey, she did a labour and delivery story, which, if like me, when you were pregnant, I must have watched every single labour and delivery story on YouTube. She, again, is really open, really transparent. She shares her life, the good and the bad, and that is what I really like and I'm looking for in a YouTuber. So Carly Marina, I will link her down below. Next up is definitely an aspirational YouTuber. She is in the category of I admire your life, but I'm never going to get one like it, and that is Lydia Elise Millen. So she is married to Ali Gordon. They're both YouTubers, and they are absolutely gorgeous couple. They're absolutely beautiful, and they make videos in the home, lifestyle, beauty, fitness vlog category. So she is a beauty influencer basically, and she has been on YouTube for a really long time, and also on Instagram. She does a lot of luxurious brand collaborations, but if you're looking for a YouTuber that you can kind of look to the aspirational side for, then she is definitely the one. Next up is a YouTuber that I actually did a collaboration with over Christmas, and that is Little Life of Lottie. So Lottie is in the process of building her channel at the moment. She's gaining followers day by day. She has a 1-year-old son called Huxley, and he is absolutely adorable, and she makes exactly that kind of content, real down-to-earth lifestyle parenting content. If you're looking for a mum who is at home with a baby, and the day-to-day sort of routine that she's in, then Little Life of Lottie is a great one. Next up is a bit of a wild card in that she very rarely uploads a video, but she's 100% worth a follow on Instagram for the daily vlog aspect, and that is Poppy Dinsey. So Poppy started What I Wore Today in like sort of mid-2000s, and that was basically a platform where you could upload what you were wearing today and tag it, and people could see what you were wearing and buy the outfit if they liked it. So she has now recently, I say recently, I think they're about 1, become mum to 2 twin boys. They are adorable, and she is so down to earth when it comes to her content and how she describes her life with them. She's at home with them at the moment in London. It's hilarious. Like, she hasn't revealed their identities. She doesn't really show their faces, and she hasn't also revealed their names. She just refers to them as Twin 1 and Twin 2. My goodness, if you were a twin mum, and I know it's hard to find that kind of content on YouTube, she's definitely one to follow. She has done her routine videos because she had a really strict routine with them when they were little, and she had to have that because having twins, I imagine, is quite hard work. And she's also done pregnancy update videos. She used to do vlogs. She's got a back catalogue of videos that she used to make, but she doesn't upload YouTube videos really regularly at the moment, obviously, because she's quite busy with twins. But what she does do is Instagram stories. So again, if you're looking for a YouTube Instagrammer that you want to kind of follow on a day-to-day basis, Poppy Dinsey is an excellent choice. Also in that category is Hannah Gale. So I fell in love with Hannah Gale's blogging skills. She has an amazing blog, which I will also link down below. She has then moved into vlogging and moved out again quite swiftly. I think she decided that YouTube wasn't the right platform for her, but in that process she made quite a lot of really funny, relatable vlogs and pregnancy updates. So there is a back catalogue there on YouTube, but also day to day on Instagram stories, she is the one. Next up is the Georgia edit. So I was pregnant around the same time as the Georgia edit. She's called Georgia Jones. She's married to Danny Jones from McFly. She is a model. She's absolutely gorgeous. When she was pregnant, she did a load of pregnancy updates, and they were really sort of raw vlogs that she obviously had just filmed herself. And then recently she's stepped up the production values because she started a series called Bump. I have mixed opinions on this, and I have asked the question, but I haven't actually had a reply from her YouTube channel yet. Bump is kind of a collaboration with a number of brands. So My Expert Midwife, the parenting app Bubble, and I think it's called Cyber Jammies, another big brand. And she says that quite openly at the start of the video, that it's a collaboration with, but it doesn't state anywhere that it's an ad or sponsored content in the description or explain what their involvement is. The first video that she did with the higher production values of Bump was with the makers of My Expert Midwife, which is a really useful brand for parents. They make a product called Spritz for Bits for mums immediately after labour when you're in that kind of discomfort, and from what I can gather, it is a really useful product that I know she did organically use when she was having her baby Cooper. But I kind of haven't figured out where the relationship with those brands goes from there, and that's where I've got a little bit of an issue with it and feel like it could be better explained, I suppose. That said, the content that she's produced so far with the higher production value Bump, that is sponsored by these companies, aside from 2 quite heavily branded videos at the beginning, are really good. Definitely one to check out. Just be aware that this new sponsored content is of a higher production value and more of a programming format than a real life vlog format that she started off with in the beginning. Similarly, on the McFly wife vein, although that's a really derogatory way to describe them because they are people in their own right, Giovanna Fletcher. So she has a podcast called Happy Mum, Happy Baby. This is a series, so it's not always there every week as an upload, but when she does start the series, it is a weekly upload, if you know what I mean. Happy Mum, Happy Baby is a podcast that you can listen to if you don't fancy watching the video, but it's also a video that she uploads to YouTube. It's amazing, basically. She has mums from all walks of life, mainly celebrity mums, and sometimes dads, that she interviews about what it's like to be a parent, what it means to them, what kind of parent they are, if they expect to be that kind of parent. She has done interviews with people like Ant Middleton, Emma Freud, Emma Willis, Louise Pentland, Simon Hooper, you name it. She has done interviews with them. So, I don't want to end this video on a negative, but I feel like if I'm going to talk about people that I love on YouTube, I've kind of got to talk about the people that got me into YouTube in the first place, but I've since kind of got issues with because of the way that they've kind of abandoned their channels. And if you're a YouTube fan, you will kind of know what I'm talking about. So I started watching YouTube in the first place to watch YouTubers, specifically two YouTubers, Tanya Burr and Jim Chapman, who I absolutely love, and they made content that I adored and watched on a daily basis sometimes when they did daily vlogging, and it really got me into YouTube before I was a parent. Tanya Burr and Jim Chapman are massive YouTubers, and YouTube has made them famous, essentially. Jim Chapman comes from a family of prolific YouTubers. His two sisters, Nick and Sam, are YouTubers. His twin brother John is a YouTuber. His brother-in-law is also a YouTuber, I understand. So there's a massive sort of family there. Tanya is his wife, and they are friends with Zoella and Alfie Day and all of the very famous big YouTubers of the late 2000s. I used to love their channel because it was so relatable and down to earth. They did a lot of vlogging, which really makes you feel like you're familiar with that person and you know them on a level, and I understand you don't know them on a level. But recently, they have kind of stopped making YouTube content, which is fine. You know, that's their decision and it's their life. But Everyday Jim, that was a channel that I loved and used to watch all the time, which was Jim Chapman's daily vlogging channel, he has deleted all of the content from that channel, which I find utterly bizarre. Like, if you don't want to make any more content, that's fine, but I feel kind of like they're ashamed of what they used to be because they're creating these new personas where they travel to LA a lot, and Tanya's very into acting. I don't really know what Jim is doing because I've stopped watching his content. It's sad that they seem to be ashamed of the thing that made them who they are and has enabled them to do all these things now, if you know what I mean, and have seemed to completely abandon their YouTube audiences, which again have made them who they are and have enabled them to buy a massive house in London, for example, and have provided them with revenue by supporting them on their YouTube channel for years. I could be completely wrong in this, but that is kind of just how I feel. Jim does have another channel that he occasionally uploads videos to, but what also irritates me, and I don't know if this is the same with you, they will sporadically upload a random video. So Tanya did a January favourites video, I think, recently, and she literally hadn't uploaded a video for months before that. And she just did it and didn't address in the video at all why she hadn't made a video for months, what she'd been doing. That's just the way it comes across to me as a viewer who's really liked them for a number of years, and it has caused me to unsubscribe from them. Everyone's entitled to live their own life and change their mind if that's not the path that they want to go down. I just think that people should maybe remember where they came from, or at least speak to their audience once and for all and say, I've loved doing this isn't something that I want to do anymore, I'm kind of going to move on with my life and do something else. If that makes sense. I really don't want it to come across bitchy or negative, because it's not intended in that way. I have been the victim recently of negative comments on YouTube, and it's really horrible to wake up to in the morning. It's how I feel, and I would feel inauthentic not saying that, if that makes sense. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was useful to you. I hope you discover some YouTubers that you also can enjoy their content along with me. A lot of them are parenting YouTubers, but that's just where I am with my life at the moment. I hope you discover someone new. I will link everyone's channel down below. Please comment and subscribe if this is the kind of video that you enjoy watching. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!